Hey Fit Fam, this is Tater Great from Fit and Sanity. Today's show is sponsored by F&A Distribution, your local laser, steel, and cut crew. Need custom brackets, plates, or gym signage? They'll cut it, label it, and have it ready to bolt on. Just visit fnadistribution.com and tell them Fit and Sanity sent you.
Yeah. Yeah, we back in the zone. Time to tighten the frame. Mind sharp, body strong. Yeah, we lifting the game. Fit and Sandy, see the crew. We be breaking the limits. No excuses, no fear. We go hard every minute. Tater Great in the lab. Jordan holding it down. We talk health, real life, how to rise from the ground. If you ready for the change, take a breath, lock in. It's the podcast for the warriors. Let's begin. 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 Let's begin.
All right, y'all, let's be real. Everybody falls off at some point. You might miss a workout, lose momentum, and then we just can't forget that life happens. And life comes at you the moment when you feel like you've lost all your progress. So the question is, how do you bounce back? Today we're going to be talking about falling off and getting back on track. So welcome back to another episode of Fit and Sanity. I'm your host, Tater Great. What's good? Hope everybody's doing great out there. My co-host.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Wolf Fitness. Good to be back.
And we got Bernard and Sheri with us again.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, it's your girl Sheri. I'm back. How are y'all?
And I feel like it's gonna be a good episode. Just to let y'all know, it might get a little goofy this time, just a little bit. There's a lot of us in here
just
today.
A little.
But also shout out to my client Sophie. Sophie came up with the idea. She asked me a question. She was just like, "Man, how do you like get back on track after you done fell off?" Because she got sick. She hadn't worked out in a little bit. So she genuinely asked me a question, and it was just like inspired today's episode. So I know you listen, Sophie, and I told you I'd give you a shout out. So shout out. So anyway, what have you guys been up to? Anything new?
I got some good news. So,
Oh yeah.
just made assistant general manager.
All right.
So I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I mean?
Let's go, Jordan.
There we go. Big congratulations.
Thank
Jordan.
you. Appreciate you.
Anybody else got some exciting news they want to share or anything?
Oh man, I woke up today.
There it is.
That's a good one.
That's exciting.
I feel like that's exciting. Yeah. Even though I don't sleep a lot, but I did get like a couple of Z's this last night. So yeah, it was great. So I woke up this morning. So that's a good one for me. It's a dub for me.
Good. What about you, Sheri? You ain't got nothing new and exciting? No.
Nope.
You woke up today.
You did.
I did wake up.
You did.
No,
Yeah.
You're here with us.
I'm here.
No.
That's what's up. Well, I'm going to be getting off myself because I didn't fall off, but I definitely took a break. So I'll be back on it tomorrow. But I'm telling you, the last couple of days, I've been like in bed for 5 days straight resting. You know what I mean? And it's felt fantastic.
Sometimes that's just needed.
Yeah. It felt fantastic. So let's go into the first segment, y'all. What falling off really means. We'll define it. What does it mean? What does it actually mean to you guys? Jordan, what do you feel like falling off means to you?
Well, there are some times when I'm in the gym and I think I'm getting that good pump,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like remove the shirt and it's like literally nothing there but like just bones. And then sometimes like it just, I guess because it's just the idea of like what did I eat the last day, you know what I mean, or the day before, and they may have me where I'm at right now.
Right.
And sometimes that does make you feel like you're off your game, you know what I mean?
No,
it does suck. Like you're thinking you're getting this big pump and then you look at yourself and you're like, what is this?
Yeah, I feel you. That's that body dysmorphia always kicking in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a real
All
life
day,
thing.
every day.
Real
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I guarantee you, because I look at myself and it's like, man, 190. I'm like, bro, do you really want to lose weight? Do you have to do a show? Like, is it necessary?
Bro, so you said 190. I just did my in body about a few days ago. 184. I went from 195 to 184.
You're 184 right now?
Yes.
So
And
you're
like,
really
how long?
cutting though.
I did my in-body, about a week ago?
And when before that?
I don't remember.
But that goes to the point of you kind of fell off because you weren't being consistent with your in-bodies to know that you were cutting the way that you were. So
I'm going to go cry.
So that kind of ties into what we're talking about because, we preach to our clients consistency. Every first week of the month, we have to do weigh-ins to make sure that we're consistent and know where we are. Mm-hmm. So in a sense, you kind of fell off because you weren't consistent with your in-body to know, like, hey, I'm losing, so now I need to start back adding probably some more carbs, probably some more protein, a lot of the stuff that you really haven't been doing because I haven't been seeing you bring your meal prep to work. So I know there's some things that you've been falling off on.
Dang, coach,
Accountability.
calm
But
down.
that's why we have
Accountability.
accountability partners to make sure we don't fall off, right?
No,
So we need to be consistent.
See there, Bernard? I'm the bestie. She said accountability partner.
We ain't having this conversation. we ain't doing that.
Bestie.
We ain't doing it.
Jordan did say before you came, Jordan was like, hey, bestie.
You know what?
Oh, you're
Oh, am I snitching too? That's because we all besties. Apparently, we all besties.
We are all besties.
That's wild. That's
The
wild.
Fit and Sandy besties. Like, why y'all acting like that?
Dang, bro. I thought that I was the one and only. I thought that it was it. I was like, dang, I finally got a bestie, man. And she done passed her. It's okay. It's okay. I'll dwell on it. It's okay.
So what about you, Sherry? What does falling off mean to you?
I just really think to me it does, along with what I was saying to Jordan, it's like inconsistencies, not being consistent. But I know sometimes falling off to me does feel like I failed somewhere. Like
Right.
I'm failing and now I have to work hard to get back on track.
I feel that. Okay. What about you, Bernard? What do you feel like falling off means?
Man, falling off besties, apparently.
That was perfect timing.
Yeah. So, but
You're still my bestie.
I know.
That
For
was
life,
beautiful.
for life.
Yeah, for life. But no, on a serious note, I feel like as far as falling off, man, I feel like with me, it ties a lot with complacency. There's a lot of individuals that have goals. They try and get to that point, but once you kind of reach to where you feel like you need to be at, it gets to the point where you just start doing the same shit, and it gets to the point where that doing the same thing or whatnot, that's where the complacency kind of ties in, and as your body changes. Obviously everything that you do as far as, eating, working out, all that has to change along with it. But a lot of folks continue to do the same thing and think that that's where it needs to be. But no, that's not how you're going to reach your goals. So complacency does have a lot to hold as far as falling off, because it'll get to a point where, you reach a plateau or something of the sort and you're like, dang, what's wrong with me? But no, I mean, with me, I feel like a big one. When it comes to falling off is complacency.
That makes sense.
It's the word of the day.
Complacency.
Complacency.
I thought it was algorithm.
I
I
did.
thought it
Yeah,
was
well, that
algorithm.
too.
was.
Well, that too. The words of today.
The
Okay.
words of the day, the plural.
Words of the day. Algorithm and what else?
Complacency.
Complacency. All right, we got to bring that back up then.
Got it.
Now, speaking of algorithm, we appreciate anyone, because I see all these other people and trainers that are here with me, part of Fit and Sanity. We try to give good advice, at least on our social medias, and I see you guys supporting, so we definitely appreciate that. Even on the podcast, I believe right now on the podcast radar, we are number 2. We were number 1 earlier, but there's another podcast that's coming with it. So we're number 2 right now. So, You guys go on, vote.
Better watch your six.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone that goes and listens and votes, and we should be on that competition throughout the remainder of the year. I've submitted several episodes, so right now they're on episode 2 with Farad. That's the ones getting voted. So we keep throwing them out there. Apparently, people are listening to us, so we got this, y'all. It's fun. All right, so falling off isn't failure. It's a pause. All right. So, and we all need that pause sometimes. Just take a break, come back to it when you're ready to come back to it, or maybe take a different approach. Right. So let's talk about the second segment is why people struggle to come back. The hardest part isn't falling off. It's coming back. I mean, there's several reasons why people can have that struggle to come back. A lot of the time it is mental. Sometimes it's embarrassment. There's a lot of things. I even heard, Jordan, I don't think you were here when the ladies were here. They were talking about being embarrassed to work out in front of other people, in front of all the people in there. You know what I mean? So there's a whole concept that different people will feel, and I'm curious to know you guys' perspective on it. What do you think, Jay?
And I used to feel embarrassed work out in front of people, but then at the same time, I'm like, am I here for them or am I here for myself?
Right.
Even like some of the workouts that I do, especially when it comes to, and I say this to some of the female workouts, I get a lot of guys that be like, why are you doing female exercises? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you realize that female exercises are a lot worse than the males.
They're hard.
Like,
they are.
There are some glute exercises I'm looking at, or leg exercises. I'm like, how in God's green earth are you bending that far down?
I've seen some of it too. I've definitely seen like the women that are prepping for the shows. Mm-hmm. Man, when I say they be having the most creative workouts,
and they be the most funnest too. You know what I mean? I feel like you also have to have fun with your workouts. Mm-hmm. You have to. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
I feel like more of the women like they like to do their exercise within a deficit. Right, I mean they're flexible they're more flexible than we are.
That's true.
So like being doing their exercise within the deficit, it gives them such a better range of motion, and that's what makes it for us. That what makes it look so much better because of the fact of their flexibility. They're able to do what they need to do. So there's been a couple of exercises that I've seen too, and I'm like, how the hell you do that? Like how do you do that? You know?
I agree.
But I love their workouts, so I take a couple. I'm not gonna hold you. Like when I have my clients stuff like that, I take a couple of workouts and whatnot. Like it's dope. I mess with it a lot. Man.
I agree. I done borrowed a couple myself.
Yeah.
What about you, Sheri? What do you think? Why do you think people struggle to come back after they fell off?
I know for me, a lot of the time it's it has been guilt. Mm-hmm. Like I feel guilty that I let myself fall off. Mm-hmm. And then it's either the all or nothing type of thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so between those two things, personally for me, it has been hard to bounce back. I know in December I took like 3 weeks off.
Right.
Just because of the holidays and stuff. And it was real hard to bounce back, real hard. Mm-hmm. Then when I got in the gym and all of a sudden I couldn't squat what I was squatting before, and I looked in the mirror and I was mad at myself because it was like, you really messed this up. Do you know what your progress would have been like right now? Do you know how much weight you could have lost? Do you know how much recomposition you could have done? And so it's that being so hard on yourself and so critical or overly critical of yourself without giving yourself that grace. It's really hard to bounce back from that, especially if you don't turn around that negative mindset and make it positive. You can run with that negativity and stay down instead of bouncing back.
I like that.
And coming back stronger.
Turn that
going
frown
harder.
upside down.
Yeah, you definitely got to do
love
that.
It's a classic. I love that.
Turn the frown upside down.
It's classic, y'all.
Definitely classic.
Look, if you think about all the classic things that we were told when we were kids, they still apply. Turn that frown upside down. Mm-hmm. Keep your hands to yourself. be nice to others so they can be nice to you.
Yeah.
All of those things still apply in real life, right?
Except Barney.
Yeah, no, I love you, you love me. For some reason, that don't work. As
No,
well.
Not at all.
Man, forget that
Marty
daggone-
lied.
Man, forget that daggone purple dinosaur, man. That dude, he ain't do nothing for any of us.
not at all.
Not at all. Daggone dinosaur. He need to go on somewhere.
All right. So, Bernard, why do you think people struggle to come back?
Honestly, being in the military, always, they've always instilled this ordeal called the 6 P's. It's prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And I feel like a lot of that ties with, or a lot of this ties within proper planning or setting realistic goals. Because I've seen a lot of clients and whatnot say they want to come in 5 days a week. They want to do this, that, and the third or whatnot. But life be life, and then it gets to the point where they end up either shortening their days or just not coming at all. Goals aren't being met. Due to the high end goals that they want to do, because they want to do all the things, but it just gets to the point where life does take effect, and
Right.
it takes a toll within your scheduling. So I feel like setting those realistic goals will kind of make that or make the whole experience a little bit more settling than setting high expectations for yourself. And I'm not trying to knock anybody, but I mean there's some folks that have some like outlandish type of goals, but they don't necessarily meet them, and it just gets to the point where it's like, well, I'm not seeing any goals. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna go to the gym anymore or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Or they just don't show up at all. Another one is when it comes to falling off, and I've seen this a lot, is sickness. They're sick that one day, and then that one day becomes 1 week, and then that 1 week becomes 1 month, and then that 1 month becomes 3 months.
Message.
It's just like, oh snap, what happened? But yeah, that's a big one that I see too, especially when it comes to falling off. It's being sick. I mean, obviously take care of yourself. Drink your vitamin C and shut the heck up.
Right.
But yeah, that's a main one that a lot of people fall off on. So yeah.
And that's one of the things where I get curious. Something that you said was like where somebody they won't go, or they might say it's too hard, and then they don't show back up. Especially to something like the gym.
Right.
I feel like the gym is almost as necessary as getting up and brushing your teeth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's body maintenance. Like you got to do something, even if it's walking. Right. Because it's science. Like your body's gonna deteriorate if you don't do anything.
But they'll hit that club though.
That part.
Oh yeah.
They'll hit that club though. And be like,
Those are the reps right there. That's repetition right there.
What was my reel I posted? Looking at my client story after she said she was gonna lock in,
Right.
and then you see all kinds of stuff: food, fried chicken, shots. But just yesterday you said you was gonna lock in and you wasn't going to do any of those things, and then I hadn't seen you in the last 2 weeks. And then I
Because
text
you
you and
saw
say,
it.
hey, when you coming back? And our schedule's just on the line.
I could picture Sheri just following her clients to McDonald's. Oh, that's what you eating now?
Right. I'm bestie.
That's right.
What's up,
I'm
bestie?
bestie. Like, why we eating fried chicken today?
Is this the algorithm right now?
That's the algorithm is coming back to us. Bestie will be popped up several times. Third word of the day. Bestie.
Third word, bestie.
But yeah, no, I never got that concept. I don't know if you guys know why people do that. Like, I can't get it. Like, I get it that it's hard, but not like an assignment hard. Like, you know what I mean? Which is necessary unless you just don't want to do it. But with your body, you can't quit your body.
No.
Like, you can't just quit. You can quit school. You can quit anything else that's hard. I mean, you can quit your body. It's just gone.
Don't quit school though. Kids, stay in school, please.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah,
Might have been a bad
I mean,
example.
your body is your body, right?
Right.
So, but it all ties back into that mind frame.
Yeah.
I kept that 3 weeks I was off every day. I kept telling myself I'm getting up and I'm going to the gym today, but then I let life happen. Oh, I've got laundry. The kids are out for Christmas break, so I'm just gonna hang out with them. And so instead of making what was really a priority, I was prioritizing everything else.
That makes sense.
Knowing that those 2 hours in the gym was only a very small fraction of my day, but I let everything else become a bigger priority than that. And so sometimes it's hard to remember your why or your goals when you're trying to bounce back, because now it's like, I worked really hard and it took me a month and a half to lose 10, but it took me 3 weeks to gain 5.
Yeah.
So now I've got to work extra hard to get to 15. And sometimes that can really mentally mess with you, and it's hard to bounce back from that.
Yeah, I get that. So I guess whenever you're doing it, you're not starting over, you're starting from experience. So, but the only thing I would say with that is, even when you're starting from experience, you remember how hard it was when you first started the gym, when you first started running, you first started anything. It's hard. So I encourage you to just keep going. Maybe just scale it back. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to go to the gym 5 days a week, go to the gym 3 days a week. Do 2. Just do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just don't sit around and do anything. And that's not only with the gym, that's with real life experiences. If you got other goals, other things that you want to do, just do something small to work towards them, and you'll be fine. Maybe dedicate 10, 15 minutes. Like, you're going to do that on TikTok or something anyway, scrolling, right? So, like...
Algorithm.
Right. You know the algorithm be fussy.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. So, next segment is a game. It's real or excuse. And I'll go around the room. So either a real or excuse. I've been too busy. What do you guys think?
That's an excuse.
That's a whole excuse. God, I hear that so many times.
Yeah, I use that excuse a lot too. I do. I just be tired, but I
feel that, though.
I feel exposed.
I've been so just to add to that, and I'm pretty sure everyone at this table will agree with me. It's 24 hours in the day. You mean to tell me you can't put at least an hour aside to go work out to be in the gym?
Sometimes
you
hell
definitely
no.
can do that, but like he said,
sometimes hell no. You know, dude,
sometimes it be like that.
Sometimes it just be like that, man. Sometimes you just need to sit. You just need to sit down. I mean, granted, bro, you got to get your rest time. But yeah, like all the time, though, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes hell no, bro. I can't give you my hours, dog. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta sleep.
Got other stuff you got to do.
I gotta play Candy Crush like Sheri.
Yeah.
Level 5,000. You know.
What he isn't telling that on his days, he's just busy. He's being Batman.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why your voice is deep, right?
Not bad.
That's
Swear to me.
Oh God.
All right. So next one. Real or excuse? I'm too tired.
Excuse.
I don't know, man.
No.
I'm gonna go with real for me.
No, that's an excuse.
For me,
you know, in all honesty, I think that depends on the person.
Yeah.
You know, us as trainers, you know, we get to the point where, you know, we have that client trainer relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets to the point where, you know, if you know for a fact that you know, that person's just too tired. I mean, you can tell, you know. But a majority of the time when somebody say they're too tired, I normally just take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving, because that could be the case. But I mean, there are just some people that's just like, nah, bro, that's an excuse, dog. That's an excuse. You better bring your ass over. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm too tired of hearing your excuses.
I'm too tired. That sounds like a personal problem. Come on, bring it on over to the gym.
Sounds like you better go find you a good pre-workout and go get it in. I'm just saying. So, no, but I think sometimes people overly use the the reality of being too tired
Yeah.
to where it becomes where you feel like it's an excuse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It becomes your norm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing: if you don't prioritize yourself to get your rest, to get there and get to the gym, so it's like, is it really because you're too tired because you actually went to bed, you really had a lot of stuff going on, or were you out kicking it late last night and you overslept and now you're too tired to really get up and get it? So I can see it from both sides. I can see it is a reality, but I do see how people start overly using it to where it then becomes to feel like it's an excuse.
If
No, I
that's the
feel that.
case, if that's the case, definitely break it down with that client. Be like, okay, what is going on? Where's the disconnect? Where can we fix this? Because
Right.
if it becomes too repetitive or whatnot, obviously that's a problem. I know a lot of folks, they dwell a lot with the, being on the phones and stuff like that. So a digital detox might be needed. You know, but I mean, it all depends on the situation. Just like, So no, I'm with you on that, Sheri.
Right. So, yeah, that's another one. I'm too tired. But like I agree with what Sheri said. Losing it's overused. You know what I mean? Because there are some people that are genuinely too tired. Like I listen to some people's schedule and I'm like, Jesus, like you know what I mean? But it be like that sometimes. All right, next one. I lost motivation.
Real. Definitely real. I'm not gonna lie. It's just even now. There is a point right now. Sometimes I feel like I really lose myself in my motivation.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know what can bring me back. And I'm just stuck.
I agree with that.
It's a big one. When you lose that motivation, it does hurt. And sometimes, like Sheri said, it is hard to bounce back sometimes.
But it's like,
Yeah,
did we
that's
lose
real.
motivation or discipline?
And I'm with you on that.
I'm just asking. I'm not sure.
And because is it internal, external motivation? Like, what
Right.
are we going with? So, internally, did you lose your motivation to do it, or where do you feel like?
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be both external and internal. Because the reason I say that, like I said earlier, like today, I was sitting there doing that. I was so disciplined in doing what I was gonna come in plan to do. Because today was chest day, a little bit with shoulders. Sitting there getting what I needed. I know my plan, and all of a sudden, when I got ready to remove that shirt, the motivation left because I'm thinking, what did I even do at this point? You know what I mean? Sitting there, 60-pound dumbbells doing shoulder presses. My shoulders not even popping. My motivation just left me right after that. And I don't say at that point, I'm just like, okay, then my music's not getting me there. I was brain dead at that point. You know what I mean? So and sometimes it's like, well, pack it up, time to leave, because there's no reason for me to keep staying. And it's like, and then not to mention, you don't want to keep pushing your body if your body's not willing to sit there and you're like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna push past it.
Right.
Sometimes you have to know your limits.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, motivation can go with anything, too. Like, there's plenty of things I'm pretty sure we've all started, and we were motivated to do it at first. It could be anything in your life, and it just kind of fizzled out. You know what I mean? So, it'd be like
me on
that.
a personal note, like I'm diagnosed with chronic depression. So, I go to work. Before I go to work, I'm like, I'm going to work out today. Get everything situated, with the house, and take the kids to school, head to work. And I sit here and I look at everybody funny, and then, like, my shift is over with, and I just look at the gym, and I'm like, nope, and I go home. Then I go home. Like, my motivation's gone, man. And I mean, honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know what does it. Maybe it's just kind of how my mind is wired. I don't know. But if you're with somebody, or you're with a trainer or anything of the sort, that's when that trainer needs to take that trainer hat off and become a therapist and be like, yo, what's going on?
Right.
Like, what's going on with you? Like, if you actually do care, like, you're not, thinking any which way, that's when you really got to be like, okay, like, for real, let's sit down, let's talk about this. Like, what's really going on with you? Like, if you're willing to share, if you're willing to share. But yeah, like, what's really going on with you?
Yeah, I like that. I think it could be so internal. Like, a person could be going through a death of a loved one.
Right.
They could be going through a divorce. like people go through heavy stuff, you know what I mean? So I get it. The motivation part is like the last thing you're thinking about a gym is if you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the
That's
last
real.
thing you're thinking about.
That's real.
So sometimes it is the last thing you're thinking about. But yeah. All right, last one. I don't have time. Real excuse.
That ties right back into knowing your client. All right, like in all honesty, it ties right back into it because sometimes it sounds like an excuse. But then there's sometimes where going back to some real stuff, you could be dealing with life be life, and you could be dealing with something with your kids. I know if my kid had something go on or something of the sort, I'm out the door. I'm not worried about the gym. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just depends on the client on the real. But I'm leaning more towards an excuse than being real, to be honest with you. But that's just me.
Right.
Check that algorithm.
Yeah.
You just-
I don't have time. I feel like me. Look, I work a lot, so
Yeah,
if
you
I
do,
say I
actually.
don't have
No,
time,
you really don't.
I don't have time. So it could be.
But you make time. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
that's true, you
don't,
can.
You don't have the time. In reality, you really don't. Because I've heard a little bit about your schedule. Like, you really don't.
Yeah.
But you always make time.
Yeah.
And for me, I think that's where this statement, for me, I have a problem with it because you make time for what you want.
Yeah. I've
And
heard that too.
if this is what you want, you're going to make time for it.
That's true.
So I knew at one point my schedule was really, really hectic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a morning person, and I hate getting up.
Mm-hmm.
But 4 o'clock became my norm. 4 a.m. became my new norm.
Oh, good God.
4 a.m. 4 a.m. Get up, cook my breakfast, shower, gym, come home, shower, kids to school, off to work.
Man, no.
That became my new norm because I knew that if I waited till the afternoon after I did everything, I was going to be tired.
Yeah.
I was going to be sleepy, and I would not get it done. So I made the choice to make the time to get it done because that's what I wanted.
That
So
makes
for
sense.
me, sometimes I have to remember in my head, everyone's not me and everyone's not going to make the same sacrifices for those types of things because their discipline, their intent is not what mine is. So sometimes I have to remember I can't get mad at people when they don't show up. Like, I can't be disappointed because I want it more than you. I have to learn to step back. That in their head, they may not really have time, but in reality, in my head, it's like you just don't make time.
Yeah.
Like, I've had clients be like, I just don't have time.
Right.
Well, I can meet you at 5 a.m. We can get a 5 a.m. workout in.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't work for them because that's not their norm.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give up other things, sleep, to get it done for the rest of the day.
Yeah. That makes sense.
No, I got to give you mad respect on that one.
Really?
Because I know. I mean, obviously, I'm prior military, so I'm used to waking up 4 or 5 in the morning. So now that I'm out and I have a choice, I choose to try and get some sleep.
Don't bring those memories back, please.
Hey, look, man.
Don't
No,
bring those
I gotta.
memories back, please.
Mad props to Sheri on that one because couldn't be me, my boy. Couldn't be me. No, not I.
But that's a how bad do you want it type of deal.
That's
See,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Shit,
I want him not that bad.
I don't want it that bad. I don't want it that bad.
No, not that bad. I'll find another way.
Yeah, I got kids and bills and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm making excuses at this point.
Exactly.
All right, so segment 3. Let's talk about how to bounce back, right? So we'll go with a list of steps, like starting small, building a routine, lowering the pressure, moving your body first, and then I think the most important one is stop punishing yourself. What do you guys think on advice on how to bounce back? Bernard, what'd you do last time how'd you bounce back last time you felt like you fell off?
Honestly, like the main thing that I did, I sat down and tried to analyze what happened. Right. From there, I was able to come up with a solution on my with a little bit of help, but I ended up coming with a solution on setting a more realistic goal on myself. As I stated, I feel like just actually planning something more realistic for you will give you the best benefits, as well as giving you the point of actually achieving the goals that you want, whether it's small or not. So I mean, I was able to plan something out on myself. That gave me a little bit more motivation, considering that I felt a little bit. I felt even just the slightest bit better than how I felt before I worked out, and that's a W for me. So I mean, depending on the day, I was doing what I was doing, and I just felt better about myself after that. So yeah, just prior planning. Actually, like you were saying, forming that routine, and then setting a more realistic goals, based off of my the condition that I have. It helps out a lot.
Right, I get it. Okay, what about you, Jordan?
I tell myself it's okay. Sometimes giving yourself that that mental aspect of saying, you know what, you fell off. It's okay. It's going to happen. More frequently than you think it is. Sometimes again, that's me taking the pressure off myself, because for me, I've in my own head, I put a lot of pressure on myself when it shouldn't be there, and so I have to tell myself it's going to be okay. Put a smile on my face and just keep it pushing.
I like that. What about you, Sheri?
I have to remember that. Or we all have to remember that consistency beats intensity. So as long as you're consistent, it doesn't always have to be intense. It doesn't always have to be the hardest. As long as you're up,
Right.
That's what matters the most.
I like that. Okay. So we go with a nutrition tip of the week. All right. So we'll start with one habit. I mean, you guys can let's give them a few nutritional tips of the week. We'll go with simple, right? Because people always ask us. If you're asking me, just eat high protein, drink more water, and don't skip meals. And for me, refined sugars. I say refined sugars is one of the things that you gotta cut. What about you guys?
Or you can go to Costco and get you some of these Simply Fuel protein balls.
Oh. Yeah.
These actually are pretty good. They are a little dry, but yeah, it's actually a woman-owned company. It's a Mitzi Doolin. So shout out to actually Harold for bringing these in, because these are pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little quick snack.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, if you a little bit of nutrition advice, to be honest, I mean, say for me, if you were looking for like say a little small pre-workout, if you already have your protein drink already ready to go, for me it'll be like a yogurt and a rice cake.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a good fuel, especially when you're going to the gym. Now, if you're lactose intolerant, don't do it.
Right.
But otherwise, you're gonna have those protein farts.
Yeah. Let me say.
Hey man, don't be scared about them protein farts, bro.
Dog.
Right.
Don't be scared about them protein farts. Look, and I just made a video about that a couple of days ago.
Clear out the room.
Do not be scared of a protein fart, man.
Wait, you made a video?
Don't even call them a protein fart, bro. Those are beast breezes. Man. Those are whey whiffs. You know what I'm saying? Those are not just protein. It just means your body's doing what it needs to do. It's digesting what it needs to digest. You know what I'm saying? It just might stink a little. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can sit up there covering your face all you want to, Jordan. Don't be scared of the farts, bro.
Because I'm thinking about it. Because if you really want that bench to yourself, you're gonna have to do a whey whiff.
Bro.
Like, have you ever been there in the gym where somebody just let one of those go and you're like trying to lift and you're like, fuck, like I gotta get the hell out of here.
And it be like that.
I gotta walk across the gym real quick, let you cool off.
That reminded me
let you cool off.
I think it was Lion King 1.5 when Pumbaa was walking through the crowd and he actually let off one of them farts, and we thought they were actually bowing for Simba, but that's really what happened. He farted and everybody started bowing. What? As it reminded me of, like, It will clear out a room, bro.
It's a beast breeze.
Beast breeze.
Yeah, it's not a protein fart.
What got them
anymore.
BBs going
It
on?
is a,
That is
it's a
horrible.
beast breeze.
What about you guys, Sheri, Bernard? Any quick nutrition tips?
My nutrition tip is protein, quick carbs, and what before my workouts?
Blueberries.
Absolutely. Before every workout. And then right after my workouts, protein, healthy fats, and carbs.
Okay.
40 minutes after your workouts.
Why the blueberries?
Because it's the natural sugar to kind of get you going.
Okay.
Before.
See,
So-
that makes sense.
Good source of fiber too.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love
Very
blueberries.
much
I'd do
so.
anything. I'd do anything for blueberries.
Well, yeah.
I yell at every client as they're walking out the door.
Pause.
What do I say? What do I say,
Like, will
Bernard?
you
Don't
know?
forget your protein and blueberries.
I know.
Don't
That
forget
part.
your blueberries.
Okay.
See, that's what a true bestie. That's how a true bestie.
That's when I say they made a
responds to
bestie connection right here.
I know. Look at
I
that.
feel left out.
that. Good. There's only one. It's me.
What about you, Bernard? Quick one.
So right now, as far as nutrition facts, me on a personal note, I'm dealing with a couple of clients that deal with PCOS. A lot of folks don't necessarily know about PCOS. One of the things that like gets a really big hit with PCOS is insulin, right? As well as water retention and stuff of that nature. So in all honesty, I mean, the only thing that I could really, like right off the top of my head, the only thing that I could say out of that is get a scan. I know it's nutrition, stuff like that, but get a scan. The only reason why I say to get like an in-body scan or just like a scan in general, just so you can have a generalized idea as far as how much you're supposed to be eating. I feel like that'll kind of give you just give you a better place in your mind. To have somebody with you to kind of explain the scan for you and to give you a generalized idea as far as like what you're supposed to be eating. That's just off the top of my head. That's the only thing I can really think about right now. So forgive me, but
No, you're
get a
good.
scan. Get a scan.
Yeah, I feel you.
Algorithm.
So let's talk about a bounce back plan, right? So bounce back plan. So if you fell off today, your comeback is going to start with, and we'll give examples. So for me, I always say go at your own pace. So it's this thing that I think Dr. King said it. If you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. But by any means necessary, you got to handle your business. You know what I mean? That's inside and outside the gym. So what do you guys think? Jordan?
I think I'm gonna go with Captain America's quote. Honestly, it's almost the exact same thing you just said. I'm not saying Cap over Martin Luther King. We ain't doing that. But what I will say, like Cap said, if you get hurt him back. If you get killed, walk it off.
Walk it off. If you die, walk it off.
I'm just saying. He was very motivational.
What about you, Bernard?
Good bounce back plan. I mean, in all honesty, I like the pace. The slow pace, it helps out a lot. I mean, honestly, y'all kind of grasp what I normally talk about. It's just making a plan. Just really just focusing on making your plan, setting them realistic goals. A little bit goes a long way. Even to start off with, just a little like an active rest or just a little walk, or like, shoot, I know most of y'all have animals. Shoot, walk your dog, walk your cat, walk your goldfish,
Walk and go fish.
mow your carpet. I don't know, just something to get you moving. Just a little bit goes a long way, man. And it takes
What
it takes like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to actually like get yourself back into a certain, like, having that lifestyle, having that mindset and stuff like that. So just little things that you could do to kind of build up that mindset. It goes a long way.
I think it's like 21 days or something
Is it
like
21
that.
days?
21 days.
Yeah.
It becomes a habit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, like 3-4 weeks, whatever,
Yeah.
give or take.
Yeah.
I definitely will agree with you on that because whenever you are doing your in-body scans with your, with your kickoffs, I do see you're actually really explaining them, and sometimes they look at you, and I'm thinking they ain't listening to your plan because it's like you're helping them out more so, you know what I mean? And it's like have a plan.
Yeah,
It works, you know what I mean? I don't care if it's a 1-2 step program. It's still a plan at the end of the day.
I agree.
It's just some people just don't have that mindset to be like, okay, well, what are you really telling me? Make a plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Whenever I normally do my kickoffs, I mean, and y'all have kind of heard me. Like I try and do what I can to
You blunt.
revise it. Yeah, I'm blunt. I am because I mean, there's most of the time where it's like you gotta know what's up. Some of these folks they get that motivation. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a gym membership. I'm gonna do some working out. They don't know anything about the machines. Most of them just get it for the classes, but the classes are too high intensity, so they can't keep up. So it's just like, me being the person that I am or whatnot, I want to let you know what's up. Because my thing is, I'm a firm believer in time, bro. Every second, minute, week, month, whatever. Like, this is time that you're not getting back. I just want to make sure that you're utilizing your time wisely. So, I try and come up with a plan or whatnot for you and get yourself to a point where it's more realistic for you to continue to do what you got to do to meet your goals, man. And some folks don't want to listen. That's fine. But you're going to come back within a month and be like, hey, I want to do another scan, coming to find out you messed up. And be like, hey, you should have listened to me. It's just what that is.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, that's just how I roll, man.
I feel that. What about you, Sheri? Bounce back plan?
First and foremost, believing in myself that I can bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it goes with that turning that negativity and positivity. So first and foremost, believing in myself and knowing that I can and that I will. And that this next comeback is going to be even bigger, better, and I'm going that much harder. So, that's what you have to do. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are, although you fell off, that doesn't determine what tomorrow is going to bring for you. Mm-hmm. So you have to believe in yourself to know that tomorrow is going to be bigger and better. And then next week is going to be even bigger and better. And you've got to see greatness for yourself. So I think that's where you got to start, is believing and trusting in yourself to know that you can do it. I
like that. That's good. So, okay, we'll get some final advice, right? We'll go around the room. Final advice. Jordan, we'll start with you.
As I make my TikTok videos and my Instagram, the most thing that I try to preach out to people is pretty much stay positive. Because no matter what everything may seem, just stay positive. It may look like death, it may seem like death. Stay positive.
I like that. What about you, Sheri?
Give yourself grace during the process, but stay accountable. Don't give yourself too much grace.
Right.
Because sometimes all that grace can turn into excuses as to why you're not showing up. So give yourself grace for a day or so, but hold yourself accountable to make sure you stay on track. That way we don't fall up again and have to bounce back.
I like that. Bernard?
Don't be scared of a fart, man. Don't be scared of a fart. Let that out, because at the end of the day, if you're trying to hold that fart in, right, then you're disassociating yourself with how your body moving, right? At the same time, that's going to give you a psychological downfall, and everything is going to crash into place, right? So, at the end of the day, let that beast breeze fly.
Oh, wow.
Let it fly.
What Shrek say? Better out than in.
Yeah. Let it out, bro.
I guess. That's another thing what we said we talked about as kids. They say better out than in.
Yep.
They can't you, and I was like, if I'm not mistaken, can't you get sick from holding stuff in too much?
Yes,
you can.
You get cancer and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Bernard's right. You gotta let that thing go.
Let it go.
Let that thing go.
Hey,
man.
what Jordan say? I'm blunt, bro. I ain't playing. I don't play these games,
let
bro.
That thing go.
Let them go.
We all do it. All right. So you don't need to be perfect. You just got to start. And then you guys, like, I always say one step at a time. Put one foot in front of the other and just do something. Like, your pace is probably going to suck when you first start, right? You might have to start walking. Like, you might have to just start with getting up and walking around the house. Like, something you probably don't do. Maybe work around the yard, walk around the neighborhood.
Or walk your fish.
Walk your fish. You know what I mean? Like, do any of that. Like he said, mow your carpet, whatever. Just do something. Yep. And start. And then maybe once every 2 weeks, just do a little bit more. Go a little bit further than what you went the first time. Just to hold yourself accountable. All right. So, finally, let's do the drum. I was going to say drum roll, like, but I don't think nobody's going to do a drum roll right now. Let's do the joke of the week. We're going to put this on Jordan because Jordan's been on fire with this the last couple of times.
All right. So, why did the spider go to school?
What?
Why did the spider go to school? He wanted to be a web designer.
Oh, God.
Has anybody seen the IT guy? Probably ran somewhere.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I cannot.
Okay. God. That was good. Also, all right. Does anybody have any other?
By any other jokes?
I mean, you could say another joke if you want.
Shoot.
We're going to wrap it up. So, you know what I mean? If you got something you want to get off your chest.
I got a lot to get off my chest. First of all, Sheri.
Okay.
Sheri,
We'll save this for another day, bestie.
You see how she called me bestie?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Hopefully,
it's just natural.
Hopefully, yeah, it's just natural. That's what I'm saying. I thought that, I'm the number one, right? I'm the number one bestie, right?
Yeah.
You see that pause?
That was a crazy pause.
Hey, haters,
I've done behavior detection, and she did a delayed response. So you have a big time delayed response.
Look, y'all stay right there, because if y'all wouldn't have said that, then he would have been perfectly fine with that response.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yes, you're my number one bestie.
Man, no.
Forever.
See, you didn't have to repeat that. I see how we.
Pinky
No, put your pinky back.
Put your pinky back.
Put your pinky back. No, that was so late. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But it's okay. All right, it's all right. We're gonna reflect. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna reflect. I'm gonna make a plan. Right. And then we're just gonna, get
how Bestie got his groove back.
We're gonna make that bounce back plan. Yeah, we're gonna make that bounce back plan. Yeah.
How Bestie got his groove back.
Yeah, how Bestie got his groove back is crazy. Wrap this shit up.
Oh, it's been one of those days.
It definitely has.
It started off with the balls, the protein balls,
like
all of it. It's just been.
It says be ballsy.
It does say be ballsy on
Be
the bottom.
ballsy.
And they're just
That's the goal of the day.
put
Be
them
ballsy.
balls in your mouth. The protein balls. The protein balls.
Oh.
The protein balls.
Oh.
They're good, y'all. They're good.
We went from PG-13 to rated R. 3 seconds.
Real quick.
Jesus.
It's protein balls. That's what we talking about. They're in the package.
They're in the package.
Protein balls in the package.
They're from Costco. They're good snacks, y'all.
They really are.
Don't it have
I've had
coconuts
like
in it?
Yeah.
It got coconuts in it, right?
Yeah, it does
Coconut.
have coconuts.
Coconuts, balls,
Like
man, it's
chocolate
the
chip.
whole package. The whole package.
Brown bag special.
Brown bag. Oh, my God. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it
Let's
up.
wrap this up. Okay, listen. So falling off is a part of the journey, but staying off is a choice, all right? You can start small. Just get back up one thing at a time, one step at a time. You got this. Stay fit, stay focused, and stay sane. Until next time.
Yeah, we crush it today. Now it's time for the flex. Mind heavy, heart steady. We demand respect. Fit insanity, the code. We don't break, we don't bend. Every setback is set up. Every loss is a win. Keep the pressure on your goals. Let it sharpen your